Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everybody this fine Woo Woo Wednesday, the day after the harvest full moon eclipse, all the fun things? Shed a little light on the situation here. Hello, hello. Check on in, everybody. Let us know that you're here. It is the last day, the very last live stream to get in on the Glow Box candle giveaway. I spent a bit today, a bit yesterday, a bit the day before, working on some candles for an order I have, and I am super excited to show you guys something besides just the same olds that you've been seeing. Spoiler alert, if you want to check the thumbnail of this live stream. You've seen that one. Yes, you have. You've seen this one. I'm pretty sure, yes, you have a few times now. And this one as well. Yep. They're all there, still here, hanging out. But I do have a few new ones. This is kind of a mermaid / sea themed, sea inspired. Oh my gosh, it smells so amazing. And this is not normally what I create my candles in. This is for a friend. So special vessel here. Very, very fun. I had so much fun painting all the little pieces and trying to figure out the color scheme and all the different crystals I wanted to include and all the things. I'm so excited. Of course, the winner of the Glow Box candle giveaway will get to basically pick the 2 8-ounce candles, and that's this size and this size. I'll show you. So yes, this is the size we are looking at. So 2 of these, plus, oh, I left my reversal candles downstairs. Of course I did. The reversal money or finance candle and it's not reversing your, wellspring of money and all that. It's actually reversing anything standing in the way of said financial abundance. So you will get both a money reversal spell candle and a general reversal spell candle, which you can, the name says it all. You can use it for anything at all. It covers pretty much everything that you could think of under the sun. And I'm throwing in a couple other little goodies as well to the winner, which we will find out tonight. It's the day. And I do apologize for not actually drawing the winner on Friday like I had originally planned. Big migraine took me out, so... I knew it. It's weird because I kept amending, like, oh, it's going to be Friday the 13th. Or, unless I have a migraine or something, it's almost like I manifested it. I'm just like, But, the eclipse is over. We're in this new energy. I mean, we're still maybe feeling it a little bit. I know I am. This eclipse happened exactly to the minute of my Venus in my 6th house. It's a lot. It's intense. Yes, so let's see a couple other candle examples that I've been concocting up this past little bit. This is oh gosh, I know what this one is. This is a spiritual level up candle that was ordered. I love it. The lighting situation just is not doing this justice. Let me see if that helps. Not really. It's horrible. I wish you guys could just see what they actually look like in person and smell. Oh my god. If smell-o-vision was a thing. Smell. It smells so good. It smells so good. I'm loving it. This is a Energy for Your Dreams candle for all my coffee lovers out there. So this is the Coco Cabana 39, which is a Sol de Janeiro scent mixed with a scent called Coffee Shop. And I have a little pumpkin spice number right there on top. So this is the Energy for Your Dreams candle. This is a little 4-ounce just because I wanted to test it out, and I'm obsessed. All my coffee lovers out there, I mean, now I'm wanting some coffee, but that was a fun one to do as well. You saw the mermaid one that I created. I love this one. Here we go. So I'm calling this one Ancient Tomes. And that is because this is access your Akashic records or your soul blueprint or, whatever you want to amend that as. And again, with the lighting, I'm so sorry about it, but I'm loving this so much. And that heart there, that's an obsidian heart What else do we have in here? We have a carnelian. We have some selenite, little strips of selenite right here. What else do we have? Rose quartz, prehnite, peridot, and a little bit of moonstone as well, and also some little amethyst and citrine. I went all out with this one. Like, give all the crystal support ever. And the scent I used on this is from Candle Science called Library. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it definitely smells like an antique store or like an old book in a way, but mixed with like going into a really old estate and opening, and something that's well maintained, not just run down, but a well maintained like mahogany office space with like leather bound books, but mixed with like old antique book scent. I don't know. It's not my favorite, although I do love myself the scent of old books. This has just a little something extra. I'm not the biggest fan of the scent, but it's kind of growing on me a little bit. And then I saved my favorite for the last. This one's called Harvest Moon Bonfire. And yes, the harvest moon was yesterday, but this is a manifestation candle. I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. I gotta send it out very soon. I'm so excited to get it sent out, but oh my gosh, I love this one. And unlike what I did with these few from my niece, these are copies I made while I was making hers. I did not do that for any of these, so want. Once these are gone, they're gone. But hey, I have pictures I can recreate, all the fun things. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get these ones out to their new home. All of these 5 that I just showed you, the 5 new ones, all of these, and then the mermaid, these all go to one person. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's hard imagining lighting them up and then melting. It's actually really meditative to watch them melt. It's a weird, I don't know, it's a weird feeling, but I like it. I like it. I like my road opener candle. It's interesting because about 3-4 burns in, most of the stuff that's along the edges and stuff is just kind of, when it melts, it kind of sinks to the bottom. So it will create kind of a smooth, clean top, and you won't even know that there was ever anything going on. It'll just be whatever color all the meltedness created. Like my road opener had like a trying to remember. It was a gray wax, like a dark gray wax key. Like a key, a lock. There we go. Like a door lock thing. And then the candle itself was just white, but it was still more on the white side than the gray side when everything was all said and done. I wished I had it around, but it literally disappeared. I finished it. I finished burning it on, I want to say that was Saturday. Yes, it was Saturday. And I have this place on my altar where I put all the spent tins of the ones that I've been working in various rooms of my house. And I put it with all the others because I like to clean them out when I'm looking to create something for myself. I'll clean out an old one just to keep it going. It disappeared. It's nowhere in my house. It's just gone. Poof. But thankfully I spent the candle before it disappeared. But I was just like, where could this have gone? I'm still racking my brain. I remember, I can retrace my steps in my head, putting it on top of the stack with the other 5 or 6 that I have sitting there. It's just gone. It's not there. It's gone. I'll take that as a sign that, hey, maybe I don't need that anymore. And the road is open. Road opener has done its job. The road is so open, I don't even need the tin anymore. We're going with that. That's what we're going with. So I'm going to do some shout outs. It looks like we had another donation come in at some point, but we are also going to be doing an eclipse reading. I know, yes, yesterday was the harvest full moon eclipse. Harvest full moon eclipse. But we're going to be in these energies. We're kind of in that eclipse gateway between now and October 2nd, which is the solar eclipse happening directly opposite. It's in Vedic Virgo. It may be in Libra for Western lovers out there. I'll have to check, but it was in Pisces for both Vedic and Western lovers yesterday. So we all had that weird kind of overlap where it's in the same sign for both modalities. So that was good. I'm going to go to my email real quick. So it was Linda for a full reading as well. So Katie R. and Linda, I'm going to add, I already have Katie, but I'm going to add Linda to our list here. So there's 4 more entries going in, and we have around 19 or 20, maybe a few more, but we're gonna transplant as we go when it comes time, because this is too small to really get in there. Much wider of a vessel to put all the names in, and of course I'll read them out, and just you personally can keep track if you're in here, how many entries you have, and of course we'll count, how many total. When it's all said and done, it's gonna be very exciting. But hey, if you don't have any entries in there, or you have maybe 1 or 2, and you want to like up your odds of winning, you can always donate for every 1111 that's donated. Of course, 1111 is my 1 card read, but you know me, it's never 1 card. And then a full reading is $22.22 per PayPal. Of course, the Super Chat prices are different because YouTube takes a much more significant chunk of that money. But you can check the Super Chats, which would be every $15 entry, or every $15 will get you entry per Super Chat. But it's pretty rare we get a Super Chat here, but I'm still leaving it open to everybody for Super Chat and PayPal. I had to think for a second. All right, so let's see. Was there anything else we were going to talk about? Well, I had an insane dream last night. I mean, it started off no more weird than any other dream, but I'll just kind of go through it. But the synchronicities have been off the chain since this dream, and I did this Restoring My Soul's Blueprint shamanic journey today, and I just completely blew my mind what I uncovered. And I don't know how much I want to share right now, if ever, but there was a black jaguar. Specifically, I knew in my dream I was calling this a jaguar, not a panther, not a leopard, a jaguar specifically. And I didn't even know black jaguars were a thing. I had no idea. I've heard of black panthers, I've heard of black leopards. I don't know enough about the big cat community to know even where a jaguar lives. I have no idea. No idea. But so in the dream, I'm in this kind of, it's like this part of town, not my town, but a town that I dream about often, that I've never been to personally, but it's in my dream state quite often. And there's this weird curve in the road, but then there's this big open field. And in my mind's eye, I'm picturing it on a map, almost like the kind of between the university and Higgins Avenue of Missoula, but it's like a big open area. And my car was there. And I think at one point my son Boston, you know how dreams are very amorphous, and you're like, I think that was that person, but then later on they were this person. So I don't know. It was kind of like that, but things got real when I'm standing out in the middle of this area, and my car's kind of parked in the field, but over here, and I'm watching this kid, a mom of this kid that my son goes to school with, and she's got her car, and she's loading stuff into her car. Which, I mean, I've seen this lady load stuff in her car many times because, sports, this sport, that sport. We're all the moms loading stuff in and out of the back of the cars. So I'm watching her for whatever reason. And then this big black jaguar just saunters up to me. And I'm I know, just instinctively I can't run, or this thing's going to probably try to eat me or tackle me or something. And it was getting kind of up near my face. And I'm just trying not to breathe, trying not to move. Scared, but also not scared at the same time. It was a weird feeling. And I'm trying not to make eye contact, because I know some wild animals don't like that. I don't know specifically what ones, but I know specifically in a dog attack, you don't want to make direct eye contact, or long eye contact with a dog that's about ready to attack you or anything. So I'm just doing this, and I'm trying to inch my way over to the door, and I get in the passenger seat of the front of my car, and I'm trying to close the door, but it won't latch. It keeps coming back open, and I'm holding it. And then, you know how dreams are. You're somehow it's almost in The Sims when they get stuck and they glitch, and then they if they were sitting, as I drop a whole bunch of cards, how they were sitting on a couch, and then they glitch, and then they pop up standing beside the couch, and now they're standing there. And I was glitched out of the car into the area of the field again, and then this black jaguar's next to me again. So long boring story short, let's see, I did make some notes on it. and I'll read what I feel like sharing, I guess. So then I did the shamanic journey today. And I've just been kind of taking it slow because I think that's partially what led me to the migraine last time. A lot of times when I do this deep spiritual work, even though I really ground myself into my body, I think it's actually the fact that I do ground myself into my body so much that I bring a lot of energy into my body when I do these, journeys that like I feel it on a physical level in big ways. And I did another one today and I do feel very slight pinges here, like around my head, but it's not anywhere near a headache right now. And I just set that intention, if any headache, just bring it on Thursday. I'll be fine Thursday. Just don't interrupt this giveaway tonight, please. So I did the shamanic journey of restoring my soul's blueprint. And the whole fact is we will hide we will hide our soul's blueprint from, these matrix controllers, like that part of our spirit that's very intelligent, very intuitive, very connected, knows we can't just have this on display when we, come down that birth canal and we're incarnated. There has to be something that's kept just for us or that's hidden. And so, and because I have now since taken my scroll, my soul's blueprint all rolled up out of where it was, I do feel okay now sharing that previous location. So I hid it in a jungle cave. And me personally, the farthest south I've ever been in this incarnation, living in the United States, is Denver, Colorado. So let's just put this out here. I've never been to a jungle. The closest thing I've been to rainforest vibes is like the Pacific Northwest, which is a lot different than jungle. So I'm in this jungle cave, and of course I had the dream previous to this, so less than 12 hours, but well, probably definitely less than that, because I had this dream closer to the waking up point than first falling asleep point, because I wake up a lot in the night to go pee or just toss and turn. Like it's like the era I'm in with the South Node transiting my 12th house. I'm hard pressed to be able to sleep through the night at this point. So it was closer to waking up like for the day when I had the dream. So I knew that I had that dream, but I forgot about that dream. Like, when you wake up and you're like trying to catch the tail of a dream you had, but it's just gone. And you're like, oh, what was it? I know it was like significant and I had these feelings about it and I was kind of scared, but what was it? I completely forgot. So then in the shamanic journey, and again, apologies for my lighting. It is what it is this time of year, being on this end of the house. Maybe I will just do this while we finish this little part. And then we're going to get into our collective reading and all the fun things. So, yes, so I hid my soul's blueprint in a jungle cave. I found the scroll, but let's see. And I kind of wrote this after the fact, like just as quick as I could. Trying to see what parts I want to share. So I honed in on a section. Oh, okay, before I found the scroll, it was like in this cave in the jungle. So you like kind of go under these rocks, and then this whole cave system just kind of opens up, and I'm like twists and turns, and I somehow have this like lantern in my hand, and I see this like pit of snakes, which in like waking life, I'm terrified of snakes. Like they're not. I mean, I could be convinced maybe to touch a non-poisonous snake if I knew that was the case, but I knew in my mind in this shamanic journey these were poisonous snakes, and there were a lot of them. But I just like kind of glitched myself from, where they were to where I could see my soul's blueprint being, kept, because in the back of my mind during this journey, I'm like, I'm the one that put this here. So of course I'm not going to. Yes, maybe my human self will be afraid of these snakes, but my spirit part of me knows this is not going to hurt me. So I like, because in a shamanic journey, you're basically lucid dreaming with your consciousness on board big time. So I have to keep closing in, or keeps closing out, and I have to keep going back in. So I get past the snakes, I grab the scroll, and then I'm unrolling it, and the snakes disappear, and I'm honing in on this section of the paper that looks like some sort of geometric flower, not flower of life, not all of this like new age stuff. It was very hard to put into words, so I just wrote geometric flower. And so I feel like I need to share what this phrase is. I still don't know exactly what it means, but I'm feeling intuitively like I'm about to figure it out. So I got when I hone into this very specific part of my blueprint, the part that's going to help me and possibly the people I talk to or, are in contact with, it said, or that flower interpreted as human words or, English words, hopefulness is the embodiment of the blank. And at first in the journey, I'm like, blank as in like leaving a space to write a word or the word blank. No, the word blank. Hopefulness is the embodiment of the blank. And then I wrote last night, the full harvest moon. I dreamt of that black jaguar, the animal, with me in this meditation to protect me from outside forces and to help me face my own fears of the snakes in the cave guarding the scroll, was this black jaguar. And in the shamanic journey, that like more conscious part of me was like, oh yeah, that was my dream last night. Like, and then I got chills, like full body chills, because I stay in my body during these shamanic journeys. And like was so excited. I'm like, where is this? Where is this? I'm asking in my head, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? And I heard Dragon Mountain. I don't know what that means or where that is. And then I heard South America. So, and then I asked, because this is what I love to do. I love to play these games where I envision the part of the map, because geography is not my forte. I don't know a lot about other cultures except what I purposely will, go down rabbit holes and seek out. And I saw along the top. Okay, so we're on the western side of South America, toward the top, but not all the way at the top. And I saw this little like cove or indentation. And in my mind's eye, I'm in this little boat traveling up, and I keep going up. And then I stop. Kind of there's this like island in the middle of this cove, and I stop. And so after the journey, I'm done with that. So I come out. And I'm like, wow, that was so intense. And like, I felt like some piece that was missing from me just clicked into place. It was a weird feeling to like just sit there and kind of ruminate in, not go make lunch, not, go clean the kitchen, not do this, not do that, but just to sit there and just not even think about it, but just be in the energy of it, if that makes any sense. And I sat like that for probably 10 minutes or so, just kind of basking in the ambiance of the experience, I guess. And then it was about an hour later, I had eaten my lunch and I got some steps in, and I'm like, let me just see if Dragon Mountain, South America is even a thing. So I Googled Dragon Mountain and it came up like Mont Dragoon or something, Dragon. And wouldn't you know, I don't even know if I have those tabs still open, but let me try to go back. All right, let's just Google it again. Okay, we're finding it. Okay. Well, come on. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't going to fully share this. And I've kept certain pieces of it kind of to myself. But so Isla Mondragon or Dragon, however we say this. Let me go to maps. But I got full body chills when I Googled Dragon Mountain, South America. It came up with, okay, come on. Sorry, stand by. All right. Okay, so here we are. So we'll zoom out to zoom in. How's that sound? Okay. So what I was saying about not quite at the top of South America, and again with the glare, sorry. Okay. So not quite at the top of the western part of South America, but I saw the indentation and I'm like, ooh, it's Ecuador. And I'm like, yes, that's where it is. That's where it is. So I zoom in, and before I'm zoomed in too far, Isla Mondragon, which interprets to Dragon Mountain. I was like, wow. Yeah, so that's where I found it. That's the cave. But of course, it didn't, like the surrounding area was not all, what's the word, populated in my journey. But wow, I mean, you can't make this stuff up because I'm not at all, like I couldn't have even told you where Ecuador was in South America. Like, it's been years since I had to know any of that, you know. And what if you don't use it, you lose it. So yeah, I was just blown away. And then I looked in, and I'll let you guys look into the symbolism, spiritual symbolism of Black Jaguar, if you want to know more. But I was just like, the research I did just completely validated. You know, not that the experience itself didn't validate, but just to have that like outside confirmation is just like, wow, holy cow. Okay, this is what's happening right now. It's so cool. It's so cool. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that little piece of my day with you guys. But let's get into our collective for this eclipse, because that's what I was talking about. Is yes, these eclipse energies have just really begun, and you know, a lot of craziness is going to happen over these next 6 months till the next eclipse cycle. But hey, we can set those intentions to like connect to our true spirit and like step on out of the rat race, you know. And that's just what I did today, is just claim a little piece of my heart or my spirit that has nothing to do with the 3D caginess and madness and just crazy out there right now. So I invite you all to do the same. You feel free to do the same and just allow your own spirit to lead you. That's the beautiful thing about it. Okay, because eclipses do cast a shadow, you know, whether it's over the moon or the sun or what have you, we're going to do some diving into some shadow areas for ourselves in this collective message today. So we're going to use the Dreams Within Dreams Oracle, or sorry, Tarot. Dreams Within Dreams. Because of my dream last night, I'm like, let's use a dream tarot deck tonight. So let's tune in. What truth is coming to light? What darkness is coming to light? What do we need to know? Let me see if the lighting's a little better. I don't know. I look like I have a shadow mustache. I don't know. Probably not the best. So we'll just go back to what we had going on. There we go. Anyway, I will turn the light up though, because it's doing what it's doing. All right, here we go. So what do we need to know? What darkness is coming to light? What illusions are being lifted? What veils are being thinned? What do we need to know? All of us watching now, the sun. And we haven't even, the sun wasn't even involved in this current eclipse, but there's one coming on October 2nd, which will be in Vedic Virgo and Western Libra, I do believe. But don't quote me on that. You can look that up yourself. But I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to be. But there's something very significant, maybe even more solar activity and just differences coming in. And, you know, the sun being that kind of galactic portal to something beyond just this 3D matrix. We can call these energies in, but what's being revealed? King of Cups, wow. And we have a big dragon coming out, or sea serpent coming out of the depths. So something that has been buried deep and hidden is being revealed. Both on a, yes, grand scheme world level, like bombs are going to drop, not literally, but like truth bombs are dropping. And maybe for people watching here in your own personal lives, you're going to be learning the truth of certain people in your life. It could be masculine energy, doesn't necessarily have to. It could be a female, really shows up in a more domineering energy. But there's massive truth from the depths coming up, and it's going to literally rear its ugly head is what I'm hearing. Dragon and mountain, look at that. We got the mountains going on in the background. It's very dragon-like. I can't tell if those are legs or if this is more like a sea serpent. I don't know, but wow. The dragon! I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. You saw me shuffle, and I'm not that familiar with this deck. I've had it a long time, but I don't use it very often. But I had the word dreams in it, so I'm like, let's do it. So I didn't even know that was going on in that deck, but there it is. And we have the High Priestess. Literally illusions, veils being thinned, veils being lifted. And it's like her eyes are glowing here. And so is this kind of like, this is like the higher heart chakra area here. And I know that Raylene talks a lot about the higher heart chakra of the earth being Maui. And they have that like dragon energy and the Haleakala volcano. And I know a lot of like, what I'm seeing is like volcanic activity. So there might be a pretty major, and I know there's been talk about somewhere in Italy or Greece, or I'm not sure exactly. I don't try to keep up, but I heard people talking, something about possible volcanic activity going on. But I do see probably within these next 6 months, there's going to be some pretty crazy volcanic activity in one capacity or another. Whether that's more internal under the ground, creating more like earthquakes, or if this is actual like let's let her blow. So let's get into the shadow work. Oracle card. So what shadows are coming up from the depths, or what shadows are we shining our light on in our own personal lives, those of us watching now and on the replay, in alignment with our true spirits? What is being illuminated? So we have inner balance. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Wholeness and duality. Very Gemini energy as well. So between now and Gemini season, which I know is not a 6-month cycle, but there's going to be some major change or shift in your life between now and Gemini season that you're going to see. Because I'm almost reading this as a fool, like the Fool card in tarot, which is usually a more childlike or naive or innocent energy. But also kind of Two of Pentacles with the juggling, and I'm really interpreting those as planets. So there may be certain planetary alignments that we are literally lifting ourselves up out of. Like, we're not being affected by certain planetary alignments and catastrophes because we're tuning more into our true spirit and just leveling the F away from the planets interfering in our lives, which that's a good place to be. If you ask me, a great place to be. But yes, that inner balance. This is about, those hard conversations that you keep putting off, or it could even be something simple, just what we resist on our to-do list, that thing that's been, collecting dust in your garage. And you're like, oh, I need to do something with that. Now's the time. Like, just find a day, schedule it in, and just do it. Whether it's something small, something big, something right in the middle, now's the time to face that challenge and just be done with it. And you're going to realize that this was not even as big of a deal as you made it seem. Okay, we also have deception. A slippery slope erodes trust. Honesty fosters connection and authenticity. Integrity, transparency, and trust. Transparency, not transparency. But wow. So deception, where you are being deceived, either in your belief systems, in your thoughts, with other people's words, with these agendas going on a global scale, you are going to see right through them. It will be laughable how much they're trying to pass certain things off. They, meaning the people in your life, or these big agendas going on in the world. It's laughable to you, my dear viewer, how laughable it is that they're trying to pass these things off as truth when you can see right through it without even having to open your eyes or get out of bed that day. Like, you're like, are they kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Like, you can see your lie detector, your BS meter, it's going off the rails. And not just with one thing or another, but like over these next 6 months, you're really honing this skill without even trying. Like, you're just going to be like, ooh, that doesn't sound right. That person just lied to me. The thing going on in the news, false flag, don't believe it. Whatever it is, you're right there. All right, I want to hear back of the deck energy. Shamanic journey. So journey inward. Path to enlightenment starts within you. Again, it's very Fool energy. I'm getting very childlike, whimsical energy from this. So there may even be some travel to help or protect your inner child at certain areas in time or places in time that you didn't feel that safety as a child, even if you can't remember any one instance. But even more powerful if you can, because you can really tune back into what you remember of that day or that circumstance or that situation. And you can have your like awakened, higher, like personal self right now and your true spirit, like having backup for this inner child that was going through this really dark time, whatever it was for you. And it could be multiple things, and not just inner child, inner teen, inner baby, inner 20-year-old, inner 45-year-old, however old you are. Past energy, though, could even be past life stuff. But with this journey inward card, it says I read that part, but introspection and growth. So there's definitely a lot of, inner work you're doing, inner balance, introspection, journey inward. The word inward and onward is what I'm hearing. Inward, and then there's outward, but I'm hearing inward and onward. Inward and onward. Very interesting. Let's see. Well, I have this Money Moves Oracle deck. This is more of a career and money deck, but there are other cards that may have to deal with other areas of life that aren't so money or career focused. But let's just see over these next, especially 2 weeks, but 6 months worth of time between eclipses here. What do we, our little collective here and those watching the replay, need to know about our money? Wow. There's the snakes, the serpents, shedding, reducing losses, elimination, completing a new metamorphosis, time to set higher goals. Because you are literally the embodiment of this higher version of yourself over these next 6 months. So it's time. It's time to shed just this old, yucky, mucky, dusted, crusted, busted energy and just be in this new, like when a snake sheds its skin. That may be the one time I'd want to touch a snake is right after they shed their skin because it looks so glossy and you just want to bite into it. It's so juicy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Not the biggest fan of snakes in the world, but like I did have an alligator lizard and his head looked exactly like a snake. But he's just this little brown lizard and his name was Tech and he was the sweetest little guy. He'd sleep on my pillow with me. You can't tell me that lizard did not have a soul. He was amazing. But yes, his head looked very much like a snake and he was cold-blooded, yes, but he was so sweet. And when he would shed his skin, I just pet him, and he was just the coolest. And it's funny because one of my friends actually found him out in the woods, like cutting firewood, and he had him rolling around in the back of his truck in this Sobe bottle, which is weird, wasn't their logo like a lizard of some sort. So like the irony was not lost on me. And he was just a baby at the time, I think, because he did grow a decent amount when I had him. And I don't even know where alligator lizards live. I know they live around where I'm at, but I don't know like their climate. Dr. Lupo's here. Hi. Welcome. Where their habitats are, but I have never seen one out in the wild. He's the only one I've ever seen. But yeah, they live around here. I kind of want another one now. I miss him. But yes, we're shedding. It's time to set those higher goals, higher standards, and just shed the skin. And it's interesting because his eyes look to be glowing. Her eyes are glowing. A lot of glowing eyes, which is funny because there's actually a 21 Pilots song called Glowing Eyes, which is funny. Maybe I'll read some of the lyrics. Maybe there's a message in that for us. I will look that up for us right now. So stand by. There's got to be something significant here. Okay. A lot of la-di-das going on. All right. Come on. Let's look. It's okay. You can do it. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's taking forever. Full lyrics. Okay. Okay, so it starts out la-di-da, la-di-da. Okay, so we all are stranger creatures than when we all started out as kids. Culture forbids. We have romantic fantasies about what dying truly is. Fall off the grid. We live for the night's decor. It reveals what we dream of. I know there's someone at the door. They called for help. Of this, I'm sure. It's so hard to like read these without trying to sing it. I know there's someone at the door. They called for help. Of this, I'm sure. But do I want to say goodbye to all the glowing eyes? So it's basically like, do I want to let go of these inner demons? And there's a lot of inner work here. A lot of inner work here. So it's going to have to be us that says, yeah, I'm done with all the glowing eyes, all the inner demons. I'm holding on to what I know, and what I know I must let go. But I would rather play a song for the eyes to sing along. For the eyes to sing along. And then, oh, all that. We all know somebody who knows somebody who's doing great. I know some people who are flying straight, but I'll kindly enter rooms of depression while ceiling fans and idle hands will take my life again. We live for the night's decor. And so it's just repeating again, but yeah, so yeah, it's about going into the darkness of our own inner selves, but we're going to meet ourselves. We're going to meet our fears within and realize there was nothing to be afraid of. And that shamanic journey I had today, if it's any indication of what you will experience these next 6 months, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And self-compassion is on the back of the deck here. So growth mindset. So there's a lot of growth, but before that growth can happen, there's a lot of that, two words of growth here. introspection and growth, growth mindset and resilience. But yeah, it's about realizing how resilient we are by facing these darker parts of ourselves. So, oops, I put that in the wrong one. They all look the same. All right. So this goes here, this goes here. All right. So I'm going to catch up on some comments. Actually, first, I'm going to pull one last card after I get these ones put away. Probably should wait to put these away until after the reading's fully finished, but let's just do it. All right. Where are we? What are we going to go for? Let's go to the Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animals. So these could be animal guides, animal totems for us over these next 6 months, this next eclipse season. Oh. Turtle Spirit with the number 62. Slow and steady wins a race. Very Knight of Pentacles here. And the number 62. 6 plus 2 is 8, which we're in a universal year number 8 right now. 8 is about financial progress, taking action, forward momentum. But again, it doesn't all have to happen overnight. We are in this turtle spirit energy here. So let's get two more spirit guides, spirit animals. The groundhog spirit, time to let go. Number 31. 3 plus 1 is 4, about creating those stable foundations. But sometimes we need to detonate that tower before we can create that solid foundation. Yes, we do. All right. Anything else, please? One more. Spirit guide, spirit animal, spirit totem. Come on. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. And that's where some of us are finding ourselves at this time, is like, we're in this world, but not of it. We're, that inner journey will lead us somewhere big. You love the groundhog. Isn't he cute? He's trying to eat a little heart. He's a cute little guy. And then we have number 26, another 8. So the number 88. So 884, 488, 484. And then White Raven Spirit was on the back of the deck. Trust in the magic. And we are magic. That's the thing. The biggest lie we've ever been told is that we are nothing special. And let's just put this out there, that maybe we're no more special than the other one, but us, each human spirit that's here is super special. But we're all special, right? But we've been sold a lie that, we're nothing special. We all are special. It's like that, guru that thinks they are the reincarnation of Jesus. They forget that maybe everybody else is too, kind of vibe. Like everybody else is just as powerful, that has a true spirit anyway. That person's not the only one, but they think, oh no, I'm the one. You may be one of many, but not the only one. All right, I'm going to catch up on some comments and then, actually, I want one more before we close our reading, because I like this new deck. All right, here we go. Anything else we need to know? These eclipse energies, our little collective here, and watching the replay. I am in divine flow and move in alignment. Yin and yang, unity, balanced energy, and manifestation. And the number 2. So some of you may be uniting with a counterpart or just reinvigorating a connection you already have. Doesn't have to be romantic, but for many of you, I think it will be. So if you're single right now, hey, maybe this next 6 months is the time where things are popping off in your love life, which amazing. Whether you're single or in a coupling, things popping off in a good way is a good thing. All right, so my lovely ladies, we have 3 donations now. Marlene has joined the party with a 1-card read. And for those of you that haven't been here in a while, everybody who donates today, there we go. I have too many words. It won't let me add anything else, but that lets me know Marlene has a 1-card. Okay. We are doing a giveaway. So for the last, I don't know how many live streams, 8, 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there live streams, we've been adding each person who donates. If you donate for a full reading, it's 2 entries. If you donate for a 1-card pull, it's 1 entry into our glow box candle giveaway. And the candles you will receive if you win are made by yours truly. And I will just do a quick little shot of each little one that I've been working on. Of course, the winner gets to, none of these are yours. These are candles that are going out the door. But you get to create or design or give me ideas, or even if you just want to leave it up to me to do, I will create some magic specifically for you, the winner. Did I show you that one? I hope I did. The lighting situation is not great right now, so these candles look much better in person. I swear, I swear. These are so fun though. I've been having way too much fun with this, and yeah. I've done many spiels on the candles, so if you want to know more about that, you can look to more of the beginning of this live stream where I show and talk about more of this stuff. But Harvest Moon Bonfire right here. This is a manifestation candle. This one I was calling Energy for Your Dreams. It's a coffee themed candle and it smells really good. This one was I was calling it Ancient Tomes. So access to your soul's blueprint, Akashic Records, you know, whatever you want to ascribe to there. Yeah. Or even just learning in general, you know, ancient tomes, you can learn ancient energies and ancient like biblical texts or you know, like esoteric information. I love the smell of this one, Moroccan cashmere. But this is a spiritual level up candle to help you level up your spiritual connection, spiritual practice, all the fun things. Did I show those? Yes, I think I did. I think I got all of those. And then these ones would technically possibly be up for grabs. This is the Self-Love Glow Up Candle. New Girl Who Dis. And that's what I was calling this one as well for my friend. This is kind of a tune into your sexy energy. Get down with your bad self candle. All right, so I think we are ready to rock and go into Katie's question, and then Linda's on deck. Linda's already got her questions out there for us. But we are going to start out first by not continuing to talk in one-word sentences. Okay, I am going to cut some strips of paper. We're going to enter the 3 of you that have already donated. I want to get you entered. Not that I'd forget. I'm too excited today to forget because we are drawing the winner tonight. Tonight, the winner will be drawn after how many live streams that we've been doing this? A few now. It's been over a month and a half, 2 months, somewhere in there. I don't know. It's been a while. We've been working our way toward this for a minute. And this was supposed to actually have been drawn on Friday the 13th. Those of you that have been waiting, we were supposed to do this Friday, but I had a huge migraine. So day after the eclipse, it is. All right. Here we go. I'm cutting strips. We're writing names. We're getting into this. So Katie gets 2. Katie gets 2 with this. So Katie. All right. So we'll go until you guys don't want to go anymore. So there's Katie R going in. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Boom. It's in. Okay. One more for Katie R. Katie, I do believe, has the most entries here. She has donated the most over these last however many, and she has got a great chance to win. Going in, we've got Linda H. Linda also has quite a few, if I'm not mistaken. Linda H. Get another one here. I'm trying to write on the top of this deck of cards. It's very slidey, so my penmanship could use some work tonight. 2 Lindas going in. One after the other. Linda again, and Marlene for a 1 card. And that's all I have donations for thus far. So anyone else wanting to get entered before we draw the winner tonight, get your donation in. We'll get you in the drawing. Oh my gosh, I look like a first grader trying to write for the first time. Marlene, there you are, Marlene. Going in, Marlene. Here we go. Boom. And Marlene, your name is actually, if I were to combine my mom's name and my mother-in-law's name. Mardell and Charlene. Marlene. I don't know why I thought to say that right then, but there it is. All right. So I'm going to set these extra papers off to the side for now. You sound like Captain Kirk when you talk like that. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Good old Captain Kirk. It's been so long since I have watched that. It used to come on after General Hospital when I was a kid, and I'd have to stay at my grandma's because my mom was still at work. And, my grandma had 3 channels. 3 channels. 3. And so it was either go bored, completely blind with boredom, or watch that, or play with my Barbies or my paper dolls, or do my homework, which, as a 3rd and 4th grader, I didn't have a lot of homework, but yeah, that was a really old show. How's it going, Crazy Tempest? How have you been? We we're of course doing our regular giveaway that we always do, but we're also doing a candle giveaway made by yours truly. So here's one of said candles. Woo. Of course, the winner gets to decide what kind of spell candle they want, or if they just want a pretty candle, they don't want any intention behind it, we can do that too. Just been cutting out people. Hey, that is a vibe. That is a vibe. I love this one so much. The smell of it specifically is my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. I love too many of the scents that I currently am working with. Energy for Your Dreams candle. Coffee, pumpkin spice themed. Love it. And this one's probably I think is the most aesthetically pleasing to the eye, if you ask me. Harvest Moon Bonfire. And that's literally what it smells like. I even have a scent called Bonfire Embers that I added about 10% of the fragrance load of, the 9% of fragrance oil I added to my wax. About 10% of the 9% was one called Bonfire Embers. And the other one was called Harvest Moon. Hence Harvest Moon Bonfire. He once emailed a hairdresser and she thought it was her mom emailing her because her email was almost identical. I like to think, like one letter off, her mom's name was Marlene too. Oh my goodness, that's so funny, isn't it? Let me just make sure before we get into Katie's question that I catch up on all your comments. So I should have done this like an hour ago almost. So hi Katie R, hi Linda H, Marlene, Jessica, hello, Brandy Lynn, coffee. Jessica, I said Jessica. Marlene, Junking Data Girl, hi Cha-Cha. Steffers 1111, hi. Yeah, sorry, I'm just now catching up. Banana Anna S, hello. Perception is what I've been focusing on lately, not trying to change anything, but instead using my perception of things to see my life differently, going inward. I love that. Yeah, Groundhog card was really cute. Linda's questions. Yeah, totally sound like Captain Kirk. Yeah, cutting people out is a vibe. Yeah. All right, so let's get into Katie's questions. She says she's here, so we're going to do this thing right now. So let's go to her questions, see what we're all about here. Scrolling down. Good day to you. Good day to you as well, Katie. So we have, I think a past life reading is well overdue. I would like to know about a past life that I've lived that is affecting me now. Thank you and take care. Okay. Well, I have this deck that I was messing around with the other day, which is literally a past life deck. So let's just see the theme of this life that is also affecting Katie in this life. This past life that is affecting Katie in this life. The theme of this past life affecting Katie in this life. Wars and battles. And these are kind of holographic, so they're a little bit hard to see in this lighting. I apologize for that, but so this is like a battleground, which is interesting because I'm not seeing it as a literal battleground, but you were fighting for something in this life. And I see like an empty bowl of food, like a food that you're like looking at the bowl, wishing it would fill up. You're very hungry. So maybe just fighting to survive, like a survival lifetime. We have here Egypt. Very interesting. So this might have been an Egyptian life, but I'm hearing like an amendment to Egyptian life because, we all think Egyptian, Egyptian gods and this Egyptian thing and that, the pyramids, obviously there's a picture of the pyramid, one of them, on the card. But I'm seeing this as past, like ancient Egypt vibes, more present day, but like 300 years, I'm seeing like 300 years ago. Empty belly. Life, I'm hearing life was a battlefield. I know the song is Love is a Battlefield, but then this is the card that flops. Love is a battlefield. But I'm hearing life. Life itself was a battlefield. So you did have, okay, Katie, this is a very interesting, and I'm not sure how this parallels, but we're going to dive into how this parallels. So I'm just going to shout out how I see this life going. So you were a very young lady, 15, I'm seeing in this life. You were with this man. You didn't want to be with this man, but you were kind of, back, I would say even as soon as maybe the last 100, 200 years, so many marriages around the world were either forced or arranged or like premeditated in some way that had nothing to do with falling in love and finding the one. So you were kind of put upon this person. They were about it, but you were not about it, and you kept running away. Well, the guy finally got sick, and he was much older. We're talking like 25, 30 years older than you. You were only 15, so that'd make him 25, 35, 45, 40 to 45. Ew, no. I can see why. But that was normal back then. That was normal. So you kept running away, trying to go not back home, but just to find your own way. And you kept getting found out or caught or, however that would work. And you would find yourself, fighting to get away again, even if it meant you had to starve and find your own way and everything. Well, the guy finally just got sick of it. And he did finally just say, well, fine. He literally left the area. He moved away. You had a son together, and he took the son because all he really wanted out of the arrangement was an heir, not error, but an heir, H-E-I-R. So he took your son, but every time you would run away, Katie, you would take the son with you. And what I'm seeing is that's the only reason he would go after you is because he needed that heir. Because he had other wives before, not like a polygamous situation, but these wives would mysteriously disappear. Well, you purposely disappeared. And I'm seeing this guy actually probably had something to do with these women disappearing. He had upwards of 12 daughters before you came into his life. Whoa. 12 daughters that, that's not good enough for an heir. They need a son. You finally gave him a son, and then you kept taking off with the son. Well, he actually had planned to take you out, but you were ready to leave. You couldn't. You were at the right place at the wrong time, meaning you were not where you were supposed to be, and he was ready to leave town, and he took your kid before you could take your kid and disappear for good. So he literally left you holding the bag, no kid. So there's this like deep fear of your kid being ripped away in this life. That's how I'm seeing it play out. And also this fear of abandonment as far as, maybe you did have to go through times where money was tight, and maybe even still that's a theme. I'm not sure, but that's where it's pointing to in this life of themes. I put the wrong card in this deck. Saw it. Themes of basically having to fight to survive. Very interesting. All right. What is this teaching her? Moving up. Wow. Career is on the rise. New offers, opportunities, salary increase, going to the next level. So in this life, it's not as bad, obviously, as it was in that life, but it's still very, at times, you find yourself just wondering, like, why do I even bother? Like, things aren't getting better, or when will things get better, But they're definitely much better than that life, for sure. But let's see from this shadow work oracle what this is trying to show. Wonder if that dude was my ex-husband Ryan in this life. Ooh, we could ask that. Let's ask that. But let's see. Arrogance. Was he arrogant? Not seeing flaws hinders growth. Know the limits to learn and improve. Humility, awareness, and growth. A lot of growth cards going on in this, which I love. I think that's really cool. But let's just ask. I'm feeling a very similar vibe. But again, in this life, I think he's a much more upstanding person than he would have been in that life. I'm getting a pretty solid yes, but let's just see if we can shed some light with the tarot. For Katie, if the guy from that past life she was married to is her husband in this life, well, Ace of Wands is a big fat yes. And even if there was attraction, this is an attraction card, the phallic symbol of the Ace of Wands. Even if there was attraction at some or any point along the way, there definitely wasn't in that past life. There was never an attraction on your end. In this life, there most likely was. And that's what drew you like the moth to the flame to him or him to you, either way. to get some certain karma or situation. And what I actually see, I don't know if your daughter is his daughter, but it's like in this life, he had to give you a child for the one he took in that last life. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, woo, whoa. Borat. Anyone remember Borat? Wow, wow, wee, whoa. Wow, wow, woo, wah. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but wow. 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 Owen Wilson. Wow. Interesting. Seductive allure. There's a very Ace of Wands energy for you. Instant gratification blinds you to the consequences. And I think this is how you guys got together. There was something very instantaneous or charismatic. I don't know if he was very charismatic. Just very, I get chills. I just keep hearing moth to a flame, moth to a flame. So either he was like that moth to a flame to your energy or yours to his or both. I just saw symbols crashing. But yeah, cravings, promises, and hidden. And I think the hidden part was the promise to bring you a child in this life, even though it wasn't meant to last in this life for you and him. That was why you had to come together in this life to somehow cleanse or clear that karma. And then this I accidentally put in the deck. But yeah, you're shedding, losing or completing that metamorphosis. And you're now setting sights higher. And didn't we have that card earlier? Moving up. Yeah. Go to the next level. Setting sights higher. So you most likely won't have to deal with him another go round in another life in the future because you've cleared that karma. Wow. Wow. Sorry, I can be annoying, but wow, that was cool. Wow. We got to the heart, the root cause of stuff going on in this life. We sure did. Yeah, you definitely have lived that. That's been played out. You played it out and it's done. So, yes. You're like, thank goodness. Woo! Big sigh of relief there. Yes, you did it. Yeah, knighthood. You've been knighted. Very funny. All right. So, thank you so much for your donation. Good luck. Good luck in the giveaway. We're going to be doing that tonight. And we also have our other giveaway, which is our regular tarot reading giveaway where you guess or intuit or determine. I can talk, I swear Mercury's no longer retrograde, but I'm struggling over here. Yes, we're going to determine in that. Yes, you're gonna determine. I cannot talk. Yes, you're gonna determine the tarot card so that you, my friend, whoever you are that wins the reading giveaway, determine the tarot card so you can win the giveaway. See, words are hard, but I figured it out. I bumped my way along to get it to you. Okay. So Linda has 2 questions. Timestamp if I am not on. Okay. So we're going to timestamp because I'm not sure if she's on or not. But, I have too many decks of cards out. And not enough places to stack them. Stack them and rack them. Okay. So we're going to go with Linda HQ1. And we're at 10308. Okay. All right. So question 1, I want to sign up for classes. Should I choose Danielle or Sean? Both teach similar concepts and I like them both, but can only afford one. Okay, so Danielle or Sean. So I'm going to pull a card for each one. We're going to pull a shadow card for each one and a tarot card for each one and just see what has the best to offer you. What does Danielle have to offer Linda? In alignment with Linda's true spirit, what does Danielle have to offer Linda? What does Sean have to offer Linda? Does Sean have to offer Linda? Okay. Now a tarot card for each. Make sure they don't slide. Okay, stay. All right. So what does Danielle have to offer Linda? And what does Sean have to offer Linda? 2 cards for him. Okay. So 2 for Danielle. What does she have to offer? Sweet success. Oh my goodness. It's not difficult. Oh, it is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. You're going to get what you want with her. And we have the Four of Cups. Try not to be so picky. Okay, so very interesting. This combination is very interesting because this is a person that's maybe not very happy with what they got from the coffee stand here, but sweet success. Maybe it was too sweet. No. But what I'm seeing with this combination is if you go her way, go the route of Danielle, at first you may think, oh no, I made a mistake. But no. Maybe her learning, maybe you're just like, I don't get it, or this isn't what I thought I signed up for. There's something initially, once you kind of pull the trigger and be like, yes, let's go this way, that you're like, oh no, I made a mistake. Oh no, I don't want to do this. I should have went the other way, or whatever it is. But eventually you start to learn, wow, no. This is good. This is good. For Sean's energy. Transformation, which is wow. Oh my gosh. I don't think you can go wrong, Linda. This is going to have to be a you problem. You decide. But yeah, changes of the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. He may push you. I don't know if this is like something where you are transforming or learning something about yourself or learning to bring more abundance or something, or somehow this transformation will bring abundance for you, but you are stepping into the unknown or the more shadow parts of yourself. And it's going to lead you to the Sun, more joy in your life, and the Hermit, which is like spiritual connection. But it says here, there are some things that must be done on your own. So it's almost like Sean would start, giving you the ideas and, to coach you or help you through this aspect or facet of what it is you're trying to learn. But there's so much just that he kind of starts you out on that you go down all these other rabbit holes for yourself and learn so much even just on your own after the fact. And I would say combination-wise, Sean would probably be the ultimate choice. But Danielle's no slouch either. It's just you may not completely vibe at first with her style of teaching or what it is that you're learning. You're thinking, I'm not learning anything, or whatever it is exactly. But eventually you do come into this sense of success and you do get what you want from Danielle. So let's just see if we can get some sign, symbols, synchronicities, advice, information, guidance for Linda. I know it's only one card read, but I just want to know. To help her break the tie or determine which one's best, Danielle or Sean. How can Linda figure this out? Okay, slippery energy. 8 of Pentacles, put in the work, put in the effort. It says, sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. So either one you choose, you're going to be the one doing the work anyway. But let's see. Let's go to I'm seeing this one in my mind's eye. The spirit animal. Is there an animal or totem or sign, symbol, synchronicity that Linda can look to know which is the best one to choose? Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. The one that seems the most giving of their time, their energy, just their knowledge, their wisdom. And the number 61, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but 6 plus 1 is 7, very spiritually aligned. And we have Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery, with the number 8, progression from 7 to 8. And I think the reason, this is interesting, Linda, the reason that I'm having such a hard time giving you the direct answer is because you're like literally equally torn between these two, because they're both great. That's the thing, is they are both great. You couldn't go wrong going either way. So really, I know you ask, which way do I go? Oh, which way? Which way does she go? I would say if I had to make the best choice, it would be Sean, just because of that deeper inner transformation you will find along the way with Sean, and deeper joy as well. But there's also great success with Danielle. It's just at first, it may not feel very successful or like what you were wanting or signing up for. But I think for the most part with Sean's energy, you're going to be feeling it most of the way. But it's not even Sean that does something. It's just maybe something he sparks within you that you take it the distance on your own. This feels like the greater success story, even though this one here says sweet success. This is like you're getting what you want with Danielle, but you're taking it to the streets. You are going above and beyond with Sean. So I would say Sean. But if you're intuitively leaning to Danielle, you can't go wrong there either. All right. Either way, things are looking good either way. But you're the one, really, you're the main, the least common denominator here. It's you that's creating this success. It's you that's creating this transformation. There may be acting as a container or the catalyst or the guide for you to be able to do that. So, all right, Linda, I hope that resonated for you. All right. So second question. I don't know why I had to spend so much time on that one. Maybe we'll just not go as in-depth in the next one for these one card reads, but let's see. Where do you see my next international trip? We have several places under consideration and timing if you see. Ooh, let's tune in. So let's get some clues. I want to say, I put a deck away that I was using this weekend, but where did I put it? Where did I put it? Because I think it would be a good one to use. But where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I don't know why, but I'm seeing this one in my mind's eye. So we're going to go for it. All right. Here we are. For Linda, international trip. All right. We'll get the timing. I have a timing deck, but let's just see where. Well, it's somewhere along a beach. It's tropical. It's weird. I heard Indonesia. Along the beach. Indonesia. I don't know if Indonesia is on your bucket list of any. Bucket list. She's holding a bucket. Well, Indonesia. That's not one that comes up a lot. But Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have the opportunity and be able to start saving or have the finances to do this. This is a big yes. You're definitely going to go on an international trip somewhere that's oceanfront. But I'm hearing Indonesia. I, again, have no idea if that's on your bucket list at all. But that's what I'm getting. 7 of Swords. So what I'm seeing with this one is avoiding really like tourist traps or really big cities in Indonesia and going more, which may be hard along a coast, I don't know, but going more, not off grid, but like kind of going your own way, like the Fool, beating your own path. Of course, not just going off into a jungle, Indonesian jungle or anything like that, but, have a guide, obviously, but just do it kind of low key, under the radar, not some, well-known path. This is maybe even doing some camping of some sort. Could even be some mountains. There may even be 2 trips that you're doing, but you're feeling overwhelmed with trying to narrow certain things down. But we do have 2 cards here where mountains. Could even be some mountain in Indonesia, which is interesting because we started this whole live stream out talking about Dragon Mountain. Isla Mondragon, or however you pronounce it, which is in Ecuador. Hey, maybe you're going to Ecuador to meet your own black jaguar. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm getting a very Indonesia vibe. I don't know what it is. So I would say Indonesia, but also possibly somewhere in the mountains that's international. Could even be somewhere way up north, like Norway or Sweden or Iceland or something like that. Timing. I want to get a timing card. Got them right somewhere here. Here we are. When is the timing of this possible Indonesia trip? Think twice. This may lead you down a very dark path. Think this through a little more. Again, going off the beaten path will help you instead of like going to these major, like, I don't even know, is it Jakarta or some major city in Indonesia? But Leo season. So July to August, which seems, they may be, I think they're on the southern hemisphere side. So that might be winter time, but I don't know how cold it gets there. I don't think it gets like snow and stuff, but maybe in the mountains it does. But next year, Leo season. What about this mountain trip? mountain trip. Give it 3 months. If something is bothering you, express it. Communication, throat chakra, secret, coming to light, giving and receiving news. And then we have winter, when the first snow falls, frozen, stuck, standstill, stagnation. So it's like you're sitting it out over the winter. So maybe it's going to take you 3 months to decide, what, where, what are we doing? And then, of course, to be snarky, let it be. Enjoy the mystery of not knowing. Oh, joy. But yeah, and I think this thing twice is not like, don't go, beware, warning. It's just about going to some really congested place. If Indonesia is on your bucket list, if Indonesia is not even on your bucket list, think of the closest thing to that that's like ocean front, like somewhere that's, international, has palm trees growing, because I saw palm trees. And then we have Beltane May Day in May. And then again, after I shuffled, it's like, just let it be. But you'll know within 3 months. Linda, I think you either already know or you're so torn between a couple things that it's like equally split, much like your decision with Sean and Danielle. And that makes my job harder because I think deep down low, you already know what you want. Indonesia. Wow. Okay. Maybe there's something calling you there that, who knows? Who knows that? Yeah. But just use your intuition. Yes. Stay away from big cities. I have chills. I don't know if like trafficking is a big, like the human meat suit type is a big thing in these places, but Norway is. Iceland too. I would say maybe focus there to start and just let Indonesia kind of simmer. Just let it kind of open up to you, because those synchronicities will really start popping off to you when it's time for that. But whatever's already on your bucket list, and a lot of those places are already on water. It's much colder. Northern Ocean, no palm trees anywhere in sight. But it's almost like that duality of the warm tropical ocean vibe and then the like cold northern ocean vibe. They're both ocean vibes, but very different experiences. So I would say go where your heart is pulling first and then just simmer on the other one. But how interesting. She said both Indonesia and stay away from the big cities. That is so interesting. But that just, yeah, and that 7 of Swords in this, I lost it. But there was so many people behind her, and she was just like, this sucks. I don't want to be. Yeah, no, that ain't it. I thought I found it. Yeah, she's like, oh, there it is. She's like, just look at the amount of people behind her. She's not happy. And 7 of Swords could be getting something stolen from you or losing your like luggage or something. Not that anyone has any nefarious purpose, but even just sometimes being in so many people's energy fields can just affect you, even if no one's purposely trying to hurt you or steal from you or, but energetically they may be. So staying away from, it's hard to avoid big cities when you're flying in internationally into, you can't fly in internationally into some tiny little something or other, usually you got to fly into some major city and then go your way. But once you fly into that major city, get out, go somewhere better. And I was drawn just a smidge more to Sean, and I love them both. I cannot imagine Indonesia, but when you tell me very similar things about that trip that you just told me, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I felt it in my bones. Indonesia. And I personally don't have any kind of polar connection to Indonesia, so it's hard for me even to feel that. But it's your reading and just not being able to feel, why is this pull? Well, we're here. Let's ask why the pull. Well, it's not there yet, but maybe eventually it will be. Will Linda eventually feel that pull? 7 of Cups. It's determined on some timeline. But Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe even like a girl's trip. I don't know. Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's definitely like destiny. Very interesting. The 3 of Cups. Yeah, celebration. Maybe celebrating someone. Maybe you're getting invited there. I mean, that's such a random place to be invited to, experience someone's wedding or something. I just pulled them back out. I shuffled and shuffled. Yeah, it almost feels like she's at a wedding, celebrating the wedding. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. She said it was to help an organization. Interesting. It feels very female, feminine. Like Empress energy. But yeah, 3 of Swords. Something to do with loss. With sadness, grief. Feminine grief. And then Page of Pentacles. Maybe grief of children. Grief over children. The organization, if it is an organization. Interesting. So weird. Very cool. Well, anyway, just let Indonesia simmer. But yeah, I would say focus on Norway. That Iceland, something like that. That feels very into. That's so my vibe. That I want to go. I want to go there too. Norway specifically. But I would not cry at Iceland either. And it's weird because I already live in the north. You're like, don't you experience all? Yes, kind of, but not to that extent. And I'm not on the ocean. I'm kind of past the Pacific Northwest into the very western point of Montana, part of Montana. So I like to, in my own head, consider myself very Pacific Northwest, but I'm not Midwest. I'm somewhere between Pacific Northwest and Midwest, where I live. The other side of my state, I guess you could consider the Midwest, well, kind of more the north. Well, I don't know. North whatever. North mid central-ish US. I don't know. But when people are like, oh, Montana's in the Midwest. I'm like, no, it's not. At least not where I live. Not at all. We are not at all Midwest. All right. So you're so welcome, Linda. Absolutely. So Marlene, we're getting into Marlene's question. Marlene. All right. Marlene, go ahead and post your question. I don't see it here in PayPal. And anyone else, this is pretty much your last call. Because when we're done with Marlene's reading, we're going to have to go into the regular tarot reading giveaway. And then we're going to be distributing all of these names for the giveaway into this one. So last chance, last call. Ooh, it's a dream. It's a dream question. I love that. I actually have a dream deck. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's a bigger one, so I keep my really big box decks up here. We're going to grab it and go. All right. This is a big daddy right here. I love this one, though. I haven't used it in a long time. I used to use this all the time on my pick of cards. I miss this deck. Thank you for bringing it back to my awareness. Bringing it back to life. Look at the guidebook on this thing. It is huge. It's huge. We don't probably need that, but we're going to get the cards out. Set the box over here. Maybe we'll put that over there too. All right, so let's read your question. Having a repetitive dream lately, and I can't seem to decipher. I'm living at my mom's old house. In the dream, I'm feeling bad about it, but surrendering to having to live there. I've had very intense and amazing dreams lately. This one is not that cool, but it's been repetitive. Okay. Let's tune in. It does feel somehow tied to inner child, even if you never... I do feel maybe you did live in that house, but let's see. Yeah, younger version of yourself. It says games. So do you feel that you need more fun and play in your life? Is someone playing games in your working or personal life? Do you need a game plan to improve your status or direction? Yeah, you did. I could feel you did reside there at some point. So take whatever age. I don't know if you lived there at age 12, but the number 12 could be significant. I don't know if there was a 12 in the address number, or you were 12 when you lived there, or what. But specifically, even if you didn't live there at age 12, there's something going on around age 12 that you were also going through a cycle when you lived in this house. So let's see. What is this? What is this trying to tell Linda? Courage and boldness with the number 32. Step into courage despite your fears. Be willing to take a risk in order to gain more and speak your truth. And it's interesting because when you have to kind of return back and feel like you're surrendering to have to live there, that would take a sense of courage, because you kind of have to be sacrificing or surrendering or giving up the life that you currently live, at least in the dream state, right? Not that you're having to purposely actually do that. 18 to 21 and going through stuff at the time. So there may have been And 21 is the inverse of 12. Very interesting. And, ooh, 21 plus 12 is 32. No, I lied. It's 33. Disregard that. I'm not good at math right now. But this does feel, yeah, there's some sort of wisdom that you had later at 18 to 21 that you didn't have at age 12, but there was a similar thing you were going through, even if the outside circumstances look completely different. The way it made you feel was similar. Even if the circumstances were different from age 12 to when you lived in this house, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And just looking at that age that you did live in this house, that is like the verge between childhood going into early adulthood. 18, most 18-year-olds think, well, I'm an adult. I have everything figured out. I mean, I would argue most 21-year-olds don't even have it all figured out. But there could be something your son is currently going through as well, because I want to say he's around this age now too, or is definitely between 18 and 21 at this point. Something he's struggling or dealing with that you were struggling and dealing with, maybe not the exact circumstance, situation, but the feelings involved. Feelings involved. That this dream, not your son, your daughter is 13, 12 or 13. Yeah, Linda, not Linda, but there's transformation here. This is feeling to me like you going from one version when you were 12, everything that you were going through. But this almost does look like age 12 to 21. But there's something your daughter is currently going through. Again, outside circumstances may look different than what you got going on right now. But the feelings are the same. So it's almost like you can have that empathy or be able to put yourself in her shoes for maybe not exactly what she's doing, but maybe the reason she's doing certain things, or just not being as forthcoming or sharing certain things. But there is this element of transformation that actually did take place while you were living in that house. But as far as the dream itself goes, let's find that out. Stressing lately and in bad moods. Aw. Yeah, teenagehood is such a hard time. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So whatever this dream is trying to show you, I don't feel like this is going to be a recurring thing for much longer, even if it has been. And if you do find yourself back in the same house, the circumstances surrounding the dream or the reoccurring part of the dream are going to be much different, because you're going to make a choice. And it feels to me, it's like almost like just right now in this moment, Marlene, just saying, okay, whatever it is I need to learn from that dream, because I just don't like having that dream or versions of that dream. Whatever I need to know, just make it very clear to me in my waking life so that I don't have to go back there. But then if you do find yourself back there, you're going to find that it's different. So set that intention and like shift the paradigm so that you don't have to keep experiencing that situation. All right. What else for Marlene? 3 of Cups. Yeah. Being able to celebrate or just level up out of it. Celebrating, moving on up. Yeah. Because you were able. It's funny because in the dream you felt like you were moving backward. But a lot of times when we are about to level up, we may feel this like almost resistance to leveling up, to where we feel like we're almost backsliding or going backwards somehow. So I think that's what this dream is really trying to show you. Let's get one closing statement for Marlene. What deck are we going to? Let's go to this little Everyday Witch Oracle. Closing statement for Marlene about this dream. Anything else she needs to know? I did think to myself that she's probably feeling similar emotions as myself at that time. I was hoping she wasn't, and doing better than what I'm thinking. Yeah, affirmation for healing the heart. Yeah, there's like deep feelings here. Even if it's not like grief or heartbreak, there's some feeling of lack, both parallel with what you're dreaming or what you were going through at the time when you were that age, and what your daughter's currently going through. Maybe even just feeling a sense of not much self-love, or just very low self-esteem, not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough. But yeah, just being able to give yourself love and heal your own inner child and also her being able to do something very similar on her own. I mean, of course, you could talk to her about self-love and just, as much as a mom can to try to get to the root cause of whatever's going on. But a lot of times we don't even know as adults, let alone when we're teenagers and our hormones are raging and we have no idea what's going on, or why we feel a certain way. We just know we feel that way. And sometimes we don't even know how we feel. We just feel things, whether we're a teenager or in our 40s or 30s or whatever. But yeah, life can be difficult. But yeah, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So whatever it is the stream is trying to tell you, Marlene, you're going to figure it out. And the hard work that you've put in to just, it really does feel related to this next level that you're going in life, with this level up for yourself. I did think to myself that she's, yeah, I did read that. And then we have the 6 of Cups. So there's that like nostalgia, going back to the past, childhood vibes once again. So yes, this is pointing out something from the past to be able to shift the future, really. All right, Marlene, I hope that resonated for you. We already got your name in the drawing, and of course, Linda as well. And I'm going to wish both of you the best of luck in the drawing today, very soon here. So I'm going to put these away. And now we're going to do the giveaway and that little drawing that goes with the giveaway. We're going to do that. I'm going to check our donations. I think we're still good. We're still good. Okay. So let's do our giveaway. So if you're new to this reading giveaway, all you have to do is determine in whatever way feels best what tarot card I just pulled out of this deck. And you can use as many guesses or determinations as you want. Just start spitting them out. So here it is. Try to determine what card I'm holding right now while I take a drink of water. As many times as you need. And if we're going and going, I can narrow it down. Right, it is a Wands card. A wand card. Wands. Wands. All right. Oh, we have a winner, Linda. 9 of Wands. Look at that. 9 of Wands. Amazing. Linda has won. All right. Woo. We're losing cards. We're losing them. All right. So I am going to enter everybody who's here that wants to be entered right now into the drawing, the perpetual drawing, and then I'm going to draw a new winner. And then we're going to get into Linda's question and then the winner's reading as well. So, oh, you got it at the same time. Oh, did I miss you, Brandy Lynn? Oh, Brandy Lynn got it as well, like right at the same. Okay, I'll give it to both of you. I'm going to give it to both of you. So both of you think of a question and get it in there. Put a 555 in the chat if you want to be entered into the perpetual drawing. Yes, let's do it. Linda. And Marlene. Two winners. Look at that. Brandy Lynn. All right. Well, while we wait for a few others to show up. Katie R. There's Katie R. We'll get these entered in. All right. Here we go. We've got Katie R. We've got Brandy Lynn. They're all sticking together. Got Linda H. And Marlene. All right. Here we go. Oh, Banana Anna S. In under the wire. Boom. Okay. And look how full this is. Like, it's almost to the top. Do you guys see this? Oh my gosh. No, you're good. You're good. Don't ever apologize. I'm glad we got you in. Okay. We're losing names, but Brandy Lynn, double winner tonight. Look at that. And the other one was Vicky Downey. So 2 double winners. Well, we pulled 4 winners instead of 2, and then Brandy Lynn won one of each. Oh my gosh, we're getting so full in that pouch. Okay. It is really a night for giveaways, isn't it? So Linda and Brandy Lynn can each post a reading question. And whoever posts it first, I'll start with you, and then I'll follow up with the next person's question, and then we will do a 1-card poll for Brandy Lynn and Vicky Downey. Yes! All right. Here we go. First question. And then after that, if we don't have any other donations come in after all 4 of those readings, boom. We are going to do the candle giveaway. Pull that winner. What does the month of October hold for Linda? All right, let's tune in. What does the month of October hold for Linda? Alignment with Linda's true spirit. What does the month of October hold for Linda? We have the 9 of Wands. Might be a bit of insomnia, but this is because you're so excited. There's something that you are looking forward to or about ready to finish or complete or like light at the end of the tunnel for something, but it doesn't feel like stress. I mean, it might feel stressful in the moment, but it's nothing that's specifically stressful. That you're like tossing and turning because you can't turn your mind off because you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. What is this? What's going on for October, for Linda in October? Ooh, Ace of Wands. There's a new idea. Some new inspiration. Sorry, there's like a neighbor dog just coming on up. A very loud neighbor dog. Let me look what's going on. Some little dog in the cul-de-sac just barking at my big dogs. Well, Arthur's not that big, but. So there's a big, good idea. And it could literally be coming out of nowhere. Just like this dog. I've never heard that yap, 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 yap dog ever in my cul-de-sac. But there it is. It's out there. All right. Okay. Here we go. Anything else Linda needs to know for October? Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. So that might even be part of this sleepless night is something someone said may just stick with you. And you're like, did they mean it like this? Or did they mean it like that? And again, it's not like end of the world, conversation, but just something someone says may keep you guessing or keep you like up at night thinking about what's going on. But there's a good idea. There's a really like a fresh start. You're passionate about something. You're trying to figure out how you can make something happen. Even if it doesn't happen in October, you're like bouncing the ball, setting the stage, ready to go with getting the ball rolling is what I'm trying to say. All right. What else does Linda have coming in October? Limitations. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. Yeah, and this is like a sitting there like she's like laying awake in bed. And I know that's normally like a 9 of Swords, like insomnia, sleepless nights, nightmares. No, this is 9 of Wands. Normally they're like in action. Blood, sweat, tears, my Olympic athlete card. But it's like the athlete needs to rest sometime. And that's what I see is you're taking a rest from limitations, letting go of those worries. Maybe even setting that intention before you fall asleep to just let go, almost like washing away all things that are just not needed in your awareness or for you to feel like worried about, stressed about. So worries are leaving the building. Something that you've been worried about, leaving the building. Sorry, my whole deck here just decided to go sideways and it's about ready to fall. Bring the rest of them down with it. Slidey decks. Okay. So, and that's weird because I totally forgot. We started the whole reading with the 9 of Wands, and then you got the 9 of Wands from another. How did I miss that? Well, there we go. So 2 9 of Wands. So there's something like double energy of you're about ready to have a breakthrough on something that, even if it's something you put on the back burner for a long time and you're ready to pick it back up, like, it's go time now, finally. Very soon for you. In October, you're ready. You're ready to just jump in with both feet. Doesn't mean you won't be stressed or worried about it, but you're finding ways to alleviate that stress and let go of the limiting beliefs. And it's kind of a slow and steady energy. So not everything's going to manifest and happen and la-di-da in October, but October is definitely going to be a time when you can point back to and say, that's when it all happened. That's when it all took place. All right. So I hope that resonated for you, Linda. That's exciting. All right. So yeah, you've got some pretty, authority, very emperor vibes here too. All right. Let me get all these put back in the case. All right. Okay. I even put the 9 of Wands back, but that's what we're starting out with. So any advice from Spirit for the writing group on the 29th, popping in my first submission? Yay! All right, let's find out for Brandy Lynn. Any advice? Well, 9 of Wands, something that you've worked on and toiled over, and 3rd and 4th and 5th guessed about wording, and it's okay. It's time. The time is now. Submit it. You're going to get feedback. That's what I'm seeing. So the time is nigh. It's great. It's great that you're planning that. I love that. I'm excited to see what you got. 6 of Swords, all aboard, witch. It's time to write a new chapter. Literally. That is so funny. Are you reading this right now? Okay. So what I'm getting from this is like, well, I don't want to write a new chapter. I already have that chapter written. I'm not taking it literally. I'm taking it more as this is you starting a new chapter, more metaphorically speaking, even though, like, boom. You're submitting a chapter, obviously. But what I'm seeing with this is you're embarking on a new journey here. And it may feel a little bit scary. I mean, she feels like she's all on her own, but she's got everything she needs. Look at this. And they're arriving. They're there. They're ready. I'm ready to get the next part. Yes, you're ready. And yes, you may be integrating changes or shifts into the chapter. It doesn't mean you have to scrap it and start all over. I don't see it like that at all, but you're getting great feedback. I already can see this. You're getting some great feedback. And maybe even things intuitively that you were kind of hemming and hawing over, you're getting, someone's touching on those aspects. But the Empress, like, this is your child. You're putting your baby out into the world, and others are going to love it. So it says here, there's beauty to be found in every experience. So yeah, it's maybe nerve-wracking and, maybe very scary. Like, getting your work put out there is like, it's so hard. But you're going to be like, yes, this is what I needed to do. Like, you're going to feel very accomplished. That 9 of Wands, very Olympic athlete, very accomplished in all blood, sweat, tears you put in. And now finally being able to share it, or finally being able to show up for those Olympics and show people what you got. Like, that's, and I got an itchy nose. That's very lucky energy here. What else does Brandy Lynn need to know about submitting advice, wisdom, guidance on her first submission? The 2 of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. So you're definitely going to have that support. There's going to be at least one of us that's like, I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I love this. I'm vibing with this. They're really into it. At least one person. Probably multiple, because we got a pumpkin patch. We got lots going on here. 'Tis the season. All right. Any other guidance? All right. Ace of Wands. Don't you see how your passion makes you glow? And this is about getting inspired or going through the rigmarole of going through this, submission process, and then getting it, critiqued. We don't usually rip it a new butt, but I've been told things, you've been there, so you know how it is. But for the most part, I mean, we're nice. But this does feel to me like maybe it's not some suggestion someone has, but just someone's like needling into something, and it inspires something within you on how to strengthen this character or that aspect of your submission. You're finding a way to strengthen it, or the ideas are inspiring you to make those shifts or changes that are not completely changing it, but just bumping it up and making it better. Yeah. 7 of Cups. So there may even be differing opinions of what, especially on maybe something with a character. Seeing something with the character, there may be someone that's like, what was that person feeling there? I want to know more about this. And then someone else may say, well, I felt it was exactly right. Like it felt exactly right. So you may have a bit of differing opinion, but of course, tie goes to the author. You get to decide. Yeah, it feels good. It's nerve-wracking to be sure, but it's time and you're ready. And when it's all said and done and over, you're going to feel that excitement and that exhilaration and that passion to like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me make this even better. Like, it feels good. It feels really good. So, yeah. I can't wait, Brandy. That's awesome. Yes. So cool. All right. So let's do a 1-card pull for you, Brandy, on just whatever you need to know. May have nothing to do because, you won this drawing here. So let's just see, what does Brandy need to know? Most likely not in tandem with that question you just asked, but we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So it's interesting because this is like new energy, like new information, new creativity, news, creative downloads, creative ideas, where things may have felt blocked before with this 5 of Pentacles, or you're just kind of like, well, nothing's really coming in. I'm not flourishing too much. That's about to bust wide open. You're about to experience some new, fresh excitement right out of the oven, cool creative ideas coming in. This might even be an inspiration for something that has nothing to do with a current project, be it writing project, something around your home, whatever it is. But this feels like new energy for something completely new that's not even on your radar right now. But within 2 weeks, there's going to be something that you're really excited about. And it's not going to even take too long to make this project, whatever it is, go from start to finish. It feels like a one-off thing that you're doing around the house. Again, it could be like a short story too, truth be told. But to me, it feels something more about around the home and leaving behind patterns of behavior or organization or whatever that just aren't working now. You're just like ready to tackle something and make it new and fresh and like a creative flow coming to maybe even a closet, a cupboard, something you're just like, I'm so sick of this falling out every time I open it. I'm just going to fix it. And then it works. It's in working order and it's much better. But as you get something around the house in working order, you're going to receive news. I know it seems like one has nothing to do with the other, but for some reason, there it is. So weird. Yeah, and then the Judgment. So there's an awakening coming to just this rejuvenation, revitalization of energy around your home. Whether this is you deciding to declutter, purge, move things around, or energetically speaking, there's a change coming. It feels like a good change, though. This isn't something just, if it is thrust upon you, it's easy. It's like a one-day thing. It doesn't feel like, oh, there's black mold in our bathroom. Now we have to tear everything. No, it doesn't feel like that. It does not feel like that. It just feels like a one and done. That's what I'm hearing. Like one and done. One day thing. So if it is a home project, it's not like full-on remodel. It just may be a rearranging, a decluttering, a repurposing, something like that. Okay. So we have Vicky. I gotta timestamp this one. We are at 1:48:33. All right. A 1-card pull for Vicky. Let's just see what Vicky needs to know right now. Here it is. We have Alchemy. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets transform the situation. And I know sometimes witchcraft, occult, and knowing God's secrets, that all sounds very scary, But, our words are spells. Our imagination can be setting an intention. I mean, we work with these alchemical devices all the time. It's just what we label them can make them feel scary or, just otherworldly maybe, or off limits. But you're learning to transmute or transform something that's going on in your life currently. Bunny tree could have to do with your finances. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. That sounds almost like a fortune cookie. But they have these things. They have a money plant. They may even have a money tree. I'm not sure. But I know there is a thing called a money plant, and they're really pretty. They got like these round leaves, really waxy, pretty leaves. That might bring you some benefit or luck. I don't know if you literally have a money tree, but yeah, Vicky, there's some definite money coming in. Maybe you're alchemizing limiting beliefs as I drop the alchemy card. Or maybe even having trouble holding on to the fact that you can manifest. Again, limiting beliefs can sometimes stand in that way. But yeah, you're alchemizing maybe some issues surrounding money or finances very soon. Yeah, new beginnings. There's a new beginning with these finances and just limiting beliefs. All right, Vicky, I hope that resonated for you. All right. So, and if I forgot to mention, Vicky, you won you were one of 2 names that fell out of our drawing today. So there you are. Hello, Vicky. Okay, the time has come, you guys. I think we have reached the hour to figure out who wins the candle giveaway. And of course, if you are here, if the winner is present, email me. I will have you email me. If you're not present, I'm gonna maybe start timestamping this so everybody can see. So we're at 1:50:58. People can watch the replay here. Giveaway. It's coming in hot. Okay, so we have this. We're gonna transport the names into this. It's just much easier moving than this tiny little cup with I can't even get my full hand in there. So we're gonna read the names out. If you are someone in here and you want to keep track of how many entries you have, that's cool. So number 1, we have Linda. Gosh, let's see. Okay, Linda. We've got Kalite. So that's 2. For 3, we have Marlene. Marlene. 4, we have Katie R. Oh my gosh. 5, entry 5, we have the Junking Data Girl. Entry 6, Katie R. Entry 7, Katie R. Entry number 8, Linda H. Entry 9, Marlene. Entry 10, Katie R again. Entry, oh no, what number are we at? I've lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, number 11, Marlene again. Number 12, Linda H again. 13, Katie R. 14, Brianna Degree. 14, oh gosh, I hope I'm not losing count. Katie R. 15, Linda H. 16, Linda H. 17, Marlene. 18, Kalite. 19, am I at 19? Katie R. So that's 20. 21, Katie R. 22, Kalite. The Junking Data Girl, 22. Again, losing count. It doesn't matter how many. I just kind of want to know. Brianna B. Degree, 23-ish, 22, 23. KDR, 23, 24, somewhere in there. We also have Marlene again. KDR. B. Degree. Kalite. Marlene. And Michelle. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So that's less than 30 names, but more than 20. I lost count. Okay. I'm really mixing them up, as you can see here. Those who were on the bottom were on the top, and those who were on the top were back on the bottom. So we're really going to mix it up. clockwise and counterclockwise. And the winner. And the winner. I can't see it. The winner is Katie R. She literally had the most in here. So, Katie, you won. You won the candle giveaway. So, email me, Katie. Yay! Email me at amanda@donePhotodesign.com. Write it out here. That's too many N's. Oh, I should probably click into the chat box before trying to type. That would help. donePhotodesign.com. Email me, Katie, and we will be in communication about what it is you want. What is it you want from me? No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. You have won 2 8-ounce. These are not the ones, but you get the drift, the gist, the drift. Yes, these are 2 8-ounce candles. You have a money reversal spell candle and a general reversal spell candle and some other goodies that I'm throwing in there. So yes, you will have to email me and we will be in communication about what you want, what you like, the colors, if you just want to leave it up in the air, whatever you want to do. But if you have anything very specific in mind and color schemes and scents and all the fun things, we will work together to create your 2 custom 8-ounce candles. And yes, I'm so excited for you. Katie, this is so exciting. We did it. We did it. I don't remember how long we had this going on, but I have to look back. But I'm so excited for you. I think I'm more excited than everybody else. This was a fun evening. Thank you as well, Linda. Yeah, I will be back Friday. You know, fingers crossed no migraines get in the way this time like they did last Friday. I will be back here Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So check your local listings. Remember they used to say that on TV. Check your local listings. But yes, I will be back. So thanks again, you guys, so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Much love, peace, and I will see you next time. Bye. Push end. There we go. Bye.